Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your service, and yours, and yours. Oh hell, all of you. How are you folks? Are you doing well? We've just had the Merseyside Derby on. Yes, Liverpool v Everton at Anfield. Liverpool won, of course, by a huge margin, as to be expected. Another great news today. No Time to Die, Bond number 25, due out April next year, 2020. Daniel Craig's last outing as James Bond 007. That trailer dropped. Woohoo! Did I like it? You bet your goddamn ass I did. Yeah, absolutely. I will do some proper full coverage of that tomorrow night. Or sometime in the near future anyway. But yeah, wow, it was great. What I hated about on Monday, so 2 days before, they did a teaser for the trailer. Yeah, that's annoying. That's an annoying trait, that, isn't it? We're gonna do a teaser for a teaser for a teaser for a trailer that's gonna be expanded before the film. You're like, come on. But I still enjoyed the teaser, and it kind of got me all excited for the trailer dropping today. And I watched it about, roughly the region of that, plus maybe another 5 more times. And yeah, I'm loving it. But we're not here to discuss that right now. No, we're here to discuss whatever lurks inside this package, which, now I think I know what it is, which is why I'm playing this particular music here, which is, it's Day of the Dead, George Romero's third part of his Dead saga. It's what should have been the last part of the Dead saga, the final part of the trilogy. John Harrison's fabulous score, atmospheric, electronic, bit of a voodoo Caribbean beat to it. Just awesomeness. Because what should be in here is a zombie mask. No, not from Day of the Dead. In fact, it's a bit of an unusual zombie mask, if it's what I think it is. By the way, if I'm correct, the title of this video will have given the game away anyway. But what the hell? Let's dig in. No need for the skiing dude to slice this bag open. Yes, it hasn't come in a box. It's come in packaging. Which means it could be fucked up, you know? Okay. It smells a bit, this one. We've got we've got some packing details. Lives in here, folks. Now, you can see I've not actually looked at this yet. I'm just gonna whip this out. Stand back, folks. I don't know how big this thing gets. I'm gonna put my hand in it and just expose it for the masses. Okay, the back of it must be there. There's the split. Okay. Yep, as you can see, it's a wee bit stoved in from its shipping transit. It's got hair. Let's get this sucker sorted out. Well, it is nice. It's not in shape. I'll give you that, but don't worry. You know, I'll get this sorted out. But for now, feast your eyes, or just your eye, because some of us have only got the one. This is the hulking zombie. Yes. Can you see why it might be called that? There's a little bit of the Hulk going on there. He actually is quite a very weird, putrid sort of green colour. You probably can't pick it up in this light too well, but it's a really icky colour. It's also by Ghoulish Studios, not Ghoulish Studios, Ghoulish Productions, Kilt-Man, get it right. Now, if you've been keeping up with my current mask videos, you'll know that quite possibly Ghoulish Productions are my favourite producer. You see a bit of James Bond crept back in there. That's Sean Connery. Why, Miss Moneypenny, yeah, the best mask makers, best mask makers in there. Well, fuck it. There's also a bit of a Frankenstein's monster Boris Karloff sort of thought going on there with the kind of scarring. Yeah, so you've got the Hulk, you've got a zombie, a rotting zombie. You've also got kind of Boris Karloff flat top with the same sort of hairdo as well. There's a few things going on with this design. Let's see what they've actually called him. Well, weirdly enough, you can see on the back there, it is just called The Monster. Don't know if you can see that. The Monster. But when I ordered this, it was called Hulking Zombie. And there's a definite sort of, if the Hulk ever did become, zombified, came back from the grave, he'd probably be quite angry as well. That would be quite similar to how he'd look. But, I'm getting more of a Frankenstein's monster sort of vibe, hence why it could be called The Monster. Odd. But I really don't know too much about the production of this. I just happened to see it and thought, I like that design, so I'll have it. I'll have me a piece of that green, putrid macabreness. And but yeah, once again with Ghoulish Productions, I never know who's the sculptor, who the painters are, who's designed it. The names are never bandied around, so I genuinely cannot give praise where it's due. But that is a great mask. It's also my first mask for a while, but I'm loving the details on it. Once again, they have excelled themselves with the paintwork. They have excelled themselves with, they do fabulous mouths, I think, and the teeth are always hyper realistic. And I love the lack of nose, this bony, lack of bone, this hole in his face. They do eyes really well. That eye, that is a really sickly looking thing. That's coming across as purple on the filming here. And in actual fact, there's a hint of purple there, but it's kind of like a glassy, milky brown, which is again a bit weird. It's a weird combination. Look at the forehead, look at the indentations and the contours and all of this. They're deep. Look at this mangled eye. Well, obviously that's where your real eye is going to peep out of. Hello. Ooh, sorry about that. Nice jutty chin. Lots of deep gouges in the face. Look at that. Definitely rotting and decomposed. I was vaguely getting a hint of Swamp Thing there as well. By the way, any of you guys seen the Amazon Prime TV show of Swamp Thing? Apparently it's brilliant. And before you leap on me and go, but it's been axed. I know it's been cancelled. I'm not sure how many episodes have been shown or how many episodes there actually are, but I know it's been axed, and apparently there's a big uproar and a big petition to get it back because it's a really good show and it's a proper horror story as well with great effects. And I'm a big fan of Swamp Thing, and yet this seemed to pass me by, and now it could be too late. No, it'll still be on, but it's been axed. I'm gonna get this off. Right. Sometimes, we have, normally you've got somewhere it'll say Ghoulish Productions, actually stamped on it. I can't see where that is at the moment. It could be anywhere, could be under the hair. But there is some markings on the inside. I know some people like to know this. What we've got is, it could be MS or it could be SW written on in pen. Don't know if you can see that there. Can you see? It's there. S&M. No, SW. Depending on which way you go, it could be MS. So apparently this guy had multiple sclerosis. But look at the back of the head as well. Look. So there's your split up the back. Obviously it's a full head mask. You have a huge laceration, all the way around. So it's like someone has tried to hack this guy's head off, you know, and obviously failed. And then he's come back. None too happy. And quite clearly the worms have had a good go at him. But that's one hell of a, you know, pissed off eyeball, that. But I like this flat top hairdo. You know, I love the crinkly sort of, there is heavy lacerations around at the top of the head, at the back there. And a big groove cut down. So the scarring is very reminiscent of Frankenstein's monster, of the creature. But again, you know, who are they basing this off? Really, it's irrelevant, because it just is a great design. On whatever title, you know, whatever name or description you find it under. And once again, I purchased mine from Amazon. I've just bigged up Amazon twice, you know, although they've axed that fucking show Swamp Thing. So, negative points for you there. To good price. I've seen it in other places going for a lot more than I paid for it. And to be honest, I got the last one that was available at that time. And let's have a look at the hair there. The hair, it's not stitched in. You didn't think it would be, did you? But it is very well glued on, and it's thick. It's thick as well. You know, you're not getting, you know, it comes away. You know, like on trick or treat ones where I often show you like the hair at the back. It's been adhered in layers and strips. So when it gets a bit sort of tatty, you can see the latex underneath. So you've got alopecia. But that is rather, and it feels good too. It's considering what a dishevelled, you know, decomposing, rotting mess the rest of him is. He's kept his hair in immaculate condition. He must be using that Alpecin shampoo from Germany. Anyway, let's get into this. See you soon. Right, now, if you want to wear that, it's actually a little bit awkward, and I'll tell you why. That nose there is quite hard pressing against your real nose. So to wear that for any duration, because that was hurting just for the 10-15 seconds I wore it for there, you'd have to put some padding, you know, on the inside. Honestly, you know, and being as remember for my Day of the Dead, not the film Day of the Dead, but you know, the Mexican Day of the Dead festival. Only 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, I bought the Spectre mask from the film Spectre, the skull mask that James Bond wears. See how it's all tying in? James Bond was, the trailer dropped, and now we're back on Bond and zombies and skulls. And but that mask was horrifically painful and on the snozzle. It forced your nose in, because obviously there's no nose there, so it's an indentation to show what a rotting nasal cavity would be like. And so obviously it goes in and it presses on your real nose. So, you know, these things aren't meant to be worn as far as I'm concerned. They're just to be put on display and to take down from the shelf and lovingly go, how are you, and then put it back and then play with the other one, you know, and then buy some more masks and then rapidly forget you even had this one to begin with. But you know, if you were to wear it, just to warn you, that hurts. So you'd have to do some kind of some work on it just to try and make it a bit more accessible. Also, seeing out of it, you do see out of there, but there's actually a hole there as well, so you are seeing out of both eyes, as it were. The mouth is actually open. Yeah, you can see. I'll put my pinkies through. Look at that. There you go. But I think that's a fabulous mask. As rotting zombie cadavers look as they go, this is quite a juicy, interpretation. I like the ears as well. Again, slimy, full of putrescence. Look at that one. Is that an ear bigger? It's got one ear bigger. I don't know. I can't tell. But yeah. So, what do you guys see the Hulk in here? I do. Do you guys see Frankenstein's monster or an interpretation of? Yes, definitely. And do you see a zombie? Yes, you do. So it's all those things rolled into one. So it's a 3-in-1, uber, grisly, nasty, almost EC Comics style mask. You can imagine this on the cover of EC Comics or Weird Tales. A Bernie Wrightson. This is the guy that used to draw fabulous zombies and werewolves, really intricately detailed, and always very, very aggressive and kind of slimy looking. It's the sort of thing he would come up with. The zombies, incidentally, in oh God, what's his name? God, Dan O'Bannon's awesome Return of the Living Dead, which predated Day of the Dead. Certainly in this country, Return of the Living Dead came out first because Day of the Dead, Romero's movie, had so many problems with the British censor. It was held back for almost a year. So the horror zombie spoof that is Return of the Living Dead, the awesome Return of the Living Dead, had designs by the great Bernie Wrightson. And I've got a couple of the masks. You've definitely seen Tarman. I know I've shown you that one. The Tarman, brains, and he's walking like that. Brains. So Bernie Wrightson, designed all that sort of stuff. And in fact, thinking about it, hold on a second, unbelievably, do forgive me while I just do this and adjust, but here's the original novella of Stephen King's Cycle of the Werewolf, filmed as Silver Bullet, and I've reviewed it. Can you see down here? Illustrations by Bernie Wrightson. It's all coming together. Bond, Bernie, zombies. So let's show you a couple of his pictures. There's what I absolutely adore, that one. Look at that. It's just leaning in and just ripping the guy's face off. So you can see clearly, look, the way the teeth are always on show. Exposed, viscera from the face. Let's see, another gorgeous picture. Oh, yeah, you're dead. I eat you now. Let's find another one. The film is great, and I absolutely adore the original novella. I'm trying to find another. Oh, look at that! As it's crashing into the guy in the air on the railway tracks in the cabin. Oh, grisly stuff, tremendous stuff. So yeah, Bernie Wrightson. But yeah, I'll give you a little trip all the way around again. Oops a daisy. Fucking thing. It's a bit floppy, but then again, he is dead, Although you'd think he'd be stiff, wouldn't you? Look at this. Grizzled, grisly. Oh God. Rotting. Actually, I said when I first opened it that it smells, this one. Actually, it doesn't. I think it's actually the bag that it was in. Yeah, that shouldn't smell, should it? But it does. But that doesn't. So, I know some people do complain, oh my God, I got this horror mask. I can't wear it. It stinks. I've sent it back. Well, do you ever get other masks? Because a lot of masks do have a slight aroma to them. I have a lot of leather jackets, from the movies. I've got a lot of Mad Max jackets. I've got a lot of Snake Plissken jackets and Indiana Jones jackets and Captain America jackets. Lots and lots of leather. And sometimes they do smell. There's definitely a tang with certain leathers, the way they've been treated, the way they've been cured, and the way they've just been put together. They do have a tang. Not all of them. And that smell of leather, you either like it or you don't. I happen to like it, so it doesn't really bother me. But I know what people mean sometimes. A latex mask can have a particularly pungent and quite sharp aroma. Again, it doesn't bother me. It clearly bothers some people. But even if this stunk to heaven, I wouldn't send it back because of that. Because there's ways around that. You could squirt a bit of perfume on him, which would probably fucking melt the latex, so that's probably not a good idea. But you leave him outside for a bit, and obviously not much pissing down, that wouldn't be a good idea either. But the aroma will dissipate gradually over time. But yeah, I bought it as the hulking zombie, according to Ghoulish Productions, who made it in the first place. It's just called the monster. So I guess really we should go with that. But there you go. And definitely with that sort of flat top, Frankenstein's monster is very definitely an inspiration. And I know that Bernie Wrightson, there was a comic book adaptation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but done in graphic novel form. And Bernie Wrightson, you guessed it, he did all the artwork for it. Now I've got that somewhere, so I might have to dig that out and see if that's what they're basing it off. I don't recognise it from that, so I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But there you go. Look at that eye. Ghoulish definitely make, for my money, the best masks. The most detailed, the most vivid, the most glistening. The ones that look the most realistic. Their uncanny ability to convey life, even though he's dead, with an eyeball. The paintwork is always just so, full of vivid, gleaming viscera. And the mounds are always spectacularly detailed. It's just someone really has gone to town on that. So I'm willing to put money on it. No, I'm not. I've got no money left to bet on anything. So, but if I had money, I'd put it on the fact that Bernie Wrightson has been the inspiration for this. There he is. And when I hold him on my hand, he's still a bit out of shape. I'll put it back on again. What the hell? Who needs a nose anyway? Well, obviously he doesn't. Kids, don't try that at home. I tried to poke my tongue through that. That was absolutely disgusting. I can't spit on camera though, can I? Don't do that at home. I was trying to stick my tongue through there. I'm 50 years old, and they're the kind of games and pranks that I do. Maturity runs strong in the Kilt-Man family. So there you go. Another great mask for the collection, I'm sure you'll agree. I haven't seen this reviewed by anyone else. It possibly has been, I just haven't seen it. So again, I didn't really know what to expect. I just liked the picture of it that I saw, and I thought, you know what? I like you. You can join me in Kilt Mansion with all the other rubbery latex and, leathery goods that I have here. Yeah, you'll fit right in. So folks, there you go. The creature, the monster, the hulking zombie. Hope you enjoyed a little blast of John Harrison's awesome, exquisitely eerie, and yet pulsating and exciting score for Day of the Dead. Folks, keep it kilted, keep it Celtic. Watch the James Bond trailer, yeah, and it'll get you stoked. I hate that phrase, but when I saw it the first time today, I said to my mate straight away, oh man, that's got me stoked. And I went, no, I said it myself. Damn it. Damn you, Kilt-Man. Be original. So, anyway, be happy, be safe, have fun, y'all, and I'm going to see you all later. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.